Emily opened a gourd in the library, but it instantly unleashed a powerful suction that almost pulled her inside. Thankfully, Mary managed to slam the lid shut just in time. Emily had never seen such a bizarre magical object, but Mary was clearly used to this kind of thing. Although the place looked like an ordinary library, it housed a vast collection of magical artifacts, like the map they were currently examining, which clearly displayed the magical energy distribution across the town. Since the library's sealing spell had been broken, many magical objects had escaped, and some of them had even injured people. David wanted to investigate, but Kevin suddenly pulled out his phone. It was the 21st century, after all, and any strange event would spread online in no time. In one video, a group of ballet dancers was performing in the street, but one girl kept dancing even after the music stopped. She moved uncontrollably into the middle of the road, and even after being hit by a car and falling unconscious, her feet continued to twitch as if dancing. It was obvious someone had used a magical object to harm her. Emily and Kevin rushed to the hospital to check on the girl. Emily noticed something strange in the video. The girl's hair was black, but the one lying in the hospital bed had a streak of white, as if someone had secretly drained her life force. Emily, being a physicist, dismissed the idea as nonsense and assumed the girl had just dyed her hair and the color had faded. But then she witnessed something even stranger at the ballet theater. Since the lead dancer was still unconscious in the hospital, Lily stepped in to take her place. However, during rehearsal, Lily started spinning faster and faster and couldn't stop. Her shoes even sparked from the friction. David quickly realized she was under a magical spell, so he tore down a nearby curtain and pulled her off stage. But even after Lily was removed, her shoes kept dancing in place. David suggested canceling the afternoon performance, but Kaylee, the director, refused. She had once been a ballerina herself and knew how important performing was to these girls. David saw there was no convincing her, so he took the shoes back to the library for further study. Under the magical microscope, the shoes were covered with tiny blue magical particles. The group recalled that before stepping on stage, Lily had rubbed her shoes against something in a box. Sophia, a former ballerina, recognized it as rosin, which is normally used to keep ballet shoes from slipping. That's when David realized the real issue was the rosin itself. Sophia returned to the theater to investigate further, while the others stayed at the library to trace the rosin's origins. They opened the magical map and placed the shoes near the pin on its surface. The pin immediately began to move like a tracking hound, following the trail of the enchanted rosin. But the trail didn't lead to a pine tree, it led to a dancing tree, whose sap makes people dance non-stop. However, the sap from this tree only boosts physical energy, it doesn't drain the dancer's life force. That's when David's expression turned serious, because only one person in history was known to use forbidden magic like that, the witch Olivia, who had vanished centuries ago. He had hunted her many times, but she always slipped away with ease. David told Emily and the others to stay at the library while he returned to the theater. He asked Kaylee for the cast and staff list to identify who might be the witch. That's when he noticed an old photo, a picture of a younger Kaylee, who looked exactly like Olivia. In that moment, David understood it all. Kaylee was the witch Olivia.